This is day 1587 of the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. Today we're doing your idea, Siman Shin Chav Dalet, Sin Chav Hey, Sif Lamed Aleph. This is a continuation of yesterday's Arukh HaShulchan Yomi, in which we're talking about the wheat, rice continuum, and greater. Chav Hey, if he's in before that, the Inyan Chala, Kol Minim Dina Kain. Rosh holds that all minim have this halacha of greira. Matzah in elochid baras by matzah it's only wheat which causes leavening to occur to rice. He said to me, Simon. According to this, the words of Torah and the Rachaim seem to astonishing. Because mixed with any of these types, but somehow Misa made for them a dough. Tam talking about as a taste of grain. Yotzim boy yotzich matzah chala. It's required in chala. Alpha bishuba oros, even though majority is rice. I call it For a matzah das rosh rak bechitin beores adinkin. Rosh only holds its way by wheat and rice. So my sfila Torah the rosh miyashiv rak as far as Yerushalmi. I have to say the Torah's rosh is only explaining Yerushalmi. The harsh Gemara says it doesn't mention that svara, that the chitim is gora ores because some special relationship. Those three doesn't hold that way. He came nice in time. No, it's not a special relationship issue. It's a din in nice in time. The nice in time is the rice. So if it's like the entirety is wheat, v'yotzim chavas matzah, v'yotzim obligation matzah. Chem mekan because of azur kain. Two rights sending here. T'may shloistum meforshe atur bezev etzrach. You can go to why nobody says that this is not like the Yerushalmi. Chavav Aram Perak Vav min Bikurim Liachal Perak Vav Michamet Tzadikim Mishnah Karotza. He copies Mishnah verbatim because of the Tam Ushun Greira, right? It's because there's a schlepping svara. You have to say this. Don't use file because I say chilas pras dafka. Show kol pras k'mosh chasavnu. You don't get any tam kicker type thing. You don't even get because I say chilas pras. You need to have the entire pras. Fees of the day, eat the gazais from pras. You need to have the entire pras. Fees of the day, Indians are the oris can only be a din by wheat and rice. Could even Ramban like the Ramban. Become mota boah. Never since very astonishing. Came low is skill clachs for the greater. Why is he meant the idea of greater? Right because the chometz the boyin gazais chilas pras. I ensure right it says chometz requires gazais chilas pras. To mean a certain meaning of chayis. Certain can he's one of those holds that. In order to be chayav chametz, not enough to have nice time. You have to exercise the echilas pras. Which costs the rosh yitas or sobering cake. Much chayav see chav chimo. Like we said, name of the rosh. Sembuchas los feel like Ram Pek. That's why mechos the source the tzarich shechol kol pras. Clearly, obviously, that means he does not require the entire pras, just a gazayis. Tzarich lama lo yisigo b'shem sham. So why is he not complaining against the Rambam and state his difference? Beis Yosef costs the Rambam mishlem mekoyim es kedarko. Beis Yosef follows the language of the Rambam. But besides it's difficult though, but the Sefta Chala come on Mishnah Zu, the Sefta Chala says in this Mishnah, Shem Kol Lo Menachev is Chala, it's not Chaim, Chala Achir Bedog and Kashir until there's a grain according to the measure. Klomar Shir Chala Chamesh Zvoim. In other words, Shir of the measure of Chala, which is 5 quarters. For us, I feel Ruba Oris, and then even the majority is rice, Chavis V'Chala, it's liable to Chala. If it's Chala, we Usham Misham Lacham Shem Gamliel. Lachas Ar Shem Gamliel, we can't Hechesh Mitzah Ram. Why did Ram not mention that you need to have the 5 revoim of grain? Then it's a Ramban Ramban writes again Rabbi Khan B'Chalo Kosab Zeh Al Divi Ramban Bezel Shon. Rabbi writes as follows: Nimin Yishon Nimin Sheb Bod Dog and Kashir. Shigamliel. Shigamliel need to have the full measure of grain. Mila Ba'ina Dov Dogon just doesn't have to be a majority grain. The sheer grain has to be there, but it could be bottle in the, so to speak, not because obviously not bottle in the rice. I go show. Can't look us up. Kind of arrive at the bainer because I say chilas pras give him out. So here they arrive it doesn't write here because I speak chilas pras. That's by matzah because that's not the parameter here. Okay, but shir challah. You need a shir challah. You have it. Avo b'matzah shar shir zeh by matzah where the shir is not relevant. So there have a shir because I speak chilas pras. So the shir is because I speak chilas pras. Avo Ram kosher, but the Ram is difficult. The Ram rejects the Shin Gamliel. The Morish might be Ushami Shamar of Shin Gamliel because he who's the one who says that lost Shin Gamliel the Ushami Rish Lakish. She talks about her base. Mishnah Chazar Musar Tochem Potter. He follows his line of reasoning, which says that when you put the the husks back, it's potter. Like we saw previously. Says that's like I ain't shum. It's a paskins like him. Aber Rabbi Yochanan Shimlei push on pliga labor Shimlei be argue shakis. At time Mishum ain't the derech isa. The reason is that we don't the putting more sun back is not is potter is not because you need the shear of challah of grain, but rather because it's not derech isa. The two lo asim mishra shegamliel. So they don't need to come out. It's not Hashem gamliel. You don't have to. It's not because you don't have a shear of challah. You need a shear of challah no matter what from grain specifically. No, see, because it's not derech to put of isa to put more sun there. But echanami, whatever is derech, will actually be chayim and challah, even less than 5/4 of actual grain. That's in the pasuk the bracket says if Bnei Moshe Marapanim Sham, and Bnei Moshe says this because Mishnah Sham Misham do Chukimon, was going to be difficult. We're talking about the Gamma Rosh for tours for Lekain. Okay, perhaps Rosh and Torah do all that way. V'duk. Chavtes. Oche me Mishnah. We also in the Mishnah. I note the story. Isa schitim. Somebody takes sourdough from a wheat dough. V'nosidach Isa sourdough and puts it into a rice dough, talking has the taste of grain. If not, it's butter. Ram on Kosa the Mishnah, Ram writes a Mishnah verbatim. See if you have a they write as well. Because who she has or but in me isa chayavis. The sourdough has to be from a dough which is chayav. So look muchim lashon Mishnah atzma. It seems the Mishnah to be clear itself to be clear. Tanya says a note so me says chitim. Says you take the sourdough from a wheat dough. Why I said does just say somebody puts in sourdough. It must be that the original dough was chayv and challah. Rash says explicitly he takes sourdough from a dough from which challah has not been taken. Because of a Rav, I am Sham, the Barno writes the same thing, but Rav L'Shitoso. Rav follows the Shita. The Kamod, the Bedina, Koyim, Tzorshia, Bachit, Mishir Challah. Just like the previous halacha, you have to have in the wheat a shear of challah, but storm is stoma aimbo shear challah, and in sourdough there probably is not a shear of challah. Chaytzich shear bom isacheves. That's has come from a dough which was already chayav. However, the time greater ain't tzurich lamar kain, but you hold the greater, you don't have to say that. Not sure why not, but I guess greater means it's not relevant as a shear challah in the initial. I guess I do know. According to greater, it's not relevant. The original dough had a shear challah. This one here in this dough, it's gober, the rice. The time grain, so okay. Rama because of his illusions there. Rama it's like this. I feel you also chitim l'toch isas ores. Even if the sourdough was wheat, which you put into a rice dough. Chule ein sham. V'nira shemefarish isas chitim. Seems that he holds it from a wheat dough. Shasor mi isas chitim. The sourdough is from a wheat dough. V'lo shabam isas kvar nigmar chalosa. Not that it comes from a dough where a challah was completed. Well, Aviyam Shafai Shachim Mishum this order of Maimid. Can't say the chiv is because this order gives the shape, the leaven to the dough which you put it. This is a Rabbanan, it's only a rabbinic issue. If Rabbanan Bemas might arrive at Kopais the Chayiv Chalim, maybe Rabbanan they might the Chayiv and Challah. It's kind of like a Marasayan issue. But Pesach Yitzimot, boy, it's getting very brief in writing all about this. Okay, it's a little bit unclear how the Arukh HaShulchan is coming out here. It sounds almost like you say that according to the Rav, it comes from, doesn't sound like almost, sounds like you say it comes from Isa Schitim, even if the Ray took challah off that original Isa Schitim, the fact that I put it into a rice dough, and it makes the rice dough because of this greira, let's say greira, be a new wheat dough, and you're going to be chayiv and challah. That doesn't sound right, though. Okay, lamed. We also learned over there. I know the Sarmi Isa Shalom Chalosa. Somebody takes sourdough from a dough from which challah has not been taken. Does the Isa Shalom Chalosa puts into a dough from which challah has been taken. If you can find a way to take challah from a third place, you take of challah from the third place commensurately, proportionally. If not, take one challah on everything. Some say the mission. Then the mission concludes that tevel isa b'chol b'mina tevel asers, no matter how small, if it's mean b'mina. Therefore, even if the sourdough is a little bit more than the it's much less than the dough. Ain't a butter. It's not butter. Because that was not butter. What does it mean if you can do it from the third place? Because you have a dough which is chayv that you can separate from it on this one. 1/24. Marfish, you can do it. You're not being marfish from the because the raisa from that which is obligated, that which is exempt. The raisa and the sore butter. The raisa, the sore is not butter. That time kikar the raisa, because the taste is primary and it's not butter. If that's the case, it's only be true by sore, which gives unique taste. But if a dough which got mixed up, and what's in Makam don't take from elsewhere. The Havi min because it be from that which is obligated, that which is exempt. And also, it's only issue according to Rabbeinu Tam is kikar midaraisa no matter what. His place is his pass according to poskim require ksais michtechil's passing issue. It's only can be an issue here if you have gazayis of saor michtechil's pass of the dough. Evidently, it says it's reason why they're all talking about sourdough and not dough, because otherwise we bought them. You couldn't take from elsewhere if it's just dough. I mean, but take in from itself internally, ain't nafkamina. There's no nafkamina. You can do it proportionally, the HB as long as it's mixed up well and it's going to be proportional throughout the dough. Braga says, it's true also if a dough got mixed up, if it's not sourdough, so if you have a but that's in terms of taking off internally. Loli and Mokamacher, not Parnas of Mokamacher, Vduk, I must have Musiman Mem base. Siman base. Lamraf, a time the Motichal Achas called, we used to take one cloud of it, Omishum the HB Lob Doverlach, either because it was moist, they're considered to be completely mixed together. And dough is like something moist. Because the flour gets very well mixed up. We're not only take from dough from which the challah has been taken. There's been Shumas Adeshan. Seems to be the case for Rabbeinu Peretz as well. According to Suadin Isa, is also true about Isa, but Isa Adin Cain. Not just by sourdough, by dough, but dough and dough. There's no uniform mixture unless it's something actually really wet. Like wine and oil. So it's not by flour or doughs. That this only applies by sourdough. Fascinating reason. Wow. Because it diffuses. The taste diffuses. That's amazing. You might still not say it because the substance is not going to diffuse, but the taste is diffusion. That's what he says here. It's like tarachil. If he doesn't have a different dough which is chayiv, this one which is exempt comes as if it's chayiv with the mixture. You take from the totality 1/24 the kind of shana. How could the pot become as if it's chayiv? The sore no say tam. Mostly because the sore gives a taste. Much because the rash mikodem. Tanki could the raisa. Because taste is primary the raisa. Avol isa bisa ain't takona. But if it's dough and dough, if you're in bila, ain't takona rakli shalafish makamacher. You have no way to other to take from somewhere else. Avimash kosavnu, but basically he said besifa koidem. In the previous sif kam ze ain't takona fishim marfish mean achiv abtur. You're going to take from the chiyuv. If you take gamzei, fish and marfish mean chiyuv al haptur. If you take mokamacher and there's no bila. Yeah, he said because he said previous sif that isa be isa, it's going to be bata, so it can't be marsh mokamacher because it's being from chiyuv al haptur. Okay. So now he says the brackets Vashach Shom Kosh Abdul Adin Isa that you could do it by dough. So even though the Yesh Bila, it's only if we say Yesh Bila, Kamosh Kosa Batzmo. Because there's no time to speak of. You have to pay base. Flour is like moist and moist. The flour is like lach. Even though you can distinguish, nearly the done. And therefore you can take out proportionally, even by Esau be Esau. And that's it for this evening. Short day.